up everyone? So for today's video, what we're going to tackle is all about CSV to JSON. Again, my name is Miko and welcome to my YouTube channel. So let's get started. So the first thing that we need to do is we're going to be opening our terminal or command prompt, and then let's change directory and create our folder, which is going to be CSV to JSON 01. So afterwards we've successfully created our folder, let's now open it or go and change directory to CSV to JSON 01, and then let's do code dot, which means that we're going to be pulling out our Visual Studio. And then yes, I just trust the author, so for now there's nothing in here, and let's now start our node package manager, which is CSV to JSON so first thing, okay, so let's go npm install express. So afterwards installing the node package manager for express, let's install as well, or let's go npm init, and then you're going to be prompted with bunch of questions. Just need to enter. Okay, so once we're done here, let's now move along in this one. So the first thing that we need to do is to create. Okay, let's create a package. Let's name it index.js, so that will be our first package, and then we're going to be declaring the express and require it. Then we're also going to be declaring CSV to JSON. Then we're also going to be doing an app here, which we are telling that we're going to be using Express. Then let's do a const CSV file path. CSV file path is equals to index.csv. So afterwards we've done that, what we need to do next is to create or declare the FS, or the file system, which is we're going to be doing or we're going to be requiring. Then once we're done there, let me just simply do an app.listen in a port 3006. Okay, and then actually by default it's localhost 3000, but for me I'm just going to be using 3006. And then console.log, then your app is listening. So if we do console log here, it should be your app is listening if there is no error. So let us do nodeindex.js in my terminal, and then let's check. So your app is listening right now. So since your app is listening, okay, so the next thing that we're going to need to do is to create another file that we've declared here on a CSV file path, which is the index.csv. So once we did that, we need to, well, think of the CSV that we're going to fetch. So for me, I think of an information for name, gender, and then age, so something like that. But from time to time we can change this. It's just an example for me. So result name, gender, and then the age. So you can use Gerald Miko, for example, and then the gender would be male, and then the age would be 20. So we can copy paste this and flood it so that we can, you know, just make this as an array of data. And then once we're done here, the next thing that we're going to need to do is to know if this specific system is now fetching the CSV. So first to do that, let's just put here CSV to JSON and then dot, then afterwards let's go file or from file, okay, and then CSV file path, and then after that let's create a promise. So in the promise, inside the promise, we need to declare that it's a JSON file that we're going to be doing or converting, and then afterwards let's just do console.log in here, okay, to check it out if our code is working. Alright, so check it out. Okay, it's not working. The next thing that we need to do is to do fs. Okay, so it's gonna be we're now gonna be converting file sync. We're gonna be converting the CSV into a JSON. So output.json. So since we still didn't do the output.json here, just Control C, okay, and then create this one and then output.json. Alright, so everything that we have here on our index will be transferred here to output.json. So first to do that, you just need to do it here, then JSON.stringify JSON, if there is a certain error, then let's do console.log error, actually, yeah, error, but beforehand that, let's first know if there's an error. Alright, and then put a semicolon here, and then put a semicolon here. Node index.js. So all the file that we have here should be transferred in here. So it's now transferred. Now if you're thinking how we can change the template for this, the output, you can change this using the stringify. So just set here as true and then 2. And then afterwards just terminate it in the command prompt and then node index.js once more. And then once you see here, it's now changed. Alright, so that's it. Now how we can actually fetch these JSON in our system, okay? How do we do that? How can we create a simple API for this one that fetch everything that we've just simply put or dumped from CSV to JSON to a simple API? Alright, so for that, let's just create here a declaration const data. You can name it anything you want. Alright, so data would be fs read file sync. We're going to be reading the output.json. So once we're done there, the next thing that we're going to be needing to do is we're going to be declaring an element. Okay, so we're going to be using JSON.parse, and then let's parse the data. So once we parse the data, the next thing that we're going to be doing now is to do app.get. Okay, it is for fetching. Then let's just simply say everything. Alright, so everything and then all of the data, and then put a semicolon. Then create a separate function for that one. So name it function all of the data, then request response. So let's do request response, and res.send would be the element. Okay, so remember we've declared it on port 3006. So we're just going to be terminate our terminal and then node index.js once more. So we're going to be using our local host here. So let's just go here, localhost on our web page 3006. So as you can see here, it's not getting because we didn't declare here the everything. So for example, it's the everything. So yep, it's now fully fetched here. It's now showing, and you can just simply get those data, be remitted from, for example, your React, using Axios. So that's it. So thank you so much for listening, and the next video will be how we can simply fetch APIs. And yep, so thank you so much for listening. Have a nice day. Bye for now.